Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Europa Universalis. And we're starting the fourth age. I had to partly get rid of this from my table and then set it up again. And I mean, the map simply went under the bed, but I had to remove all that and set it up again, and that took me forever. It was really pretty painful to do that. But anyway, now let's try to bring this to an end. I'm kind of planning to do the upcoming videos in a little bit different way, so not going so much into detail anymore, just basically show what happened at the end of when I'm once around the table, probably, or just coming into the interesting battles and things like that. So not so much detail anymore. I kind of want to get over with this by now. As soon as possible. It's really dragging on now quite a bit. Okay, and especially I want to do other stuff. That's the main part, right? I played this now, I don't know, for 2 months or something. And in this room where I'm now, I don't have the option to set up other games. This is the problem. I could have done that a couple of years ago when I had a bigger room and all. It was easy for me to have 2 and even 3 games on the table at the same time. But you can see how much space this takes, and it's simply impossible for me to set up more games here. So I basically only can play this, and I can only play on camera, and I cannot do my own little stuff. So it kind of sucks a little bit. Okay, anyway, let's start this now. So I determined that the bots will control Turkey and France. I did that randomly again, and we have the following events: the silent same, or whatever it's called, intimidate the Szlachta. Poland may pay 3 admin to research the absolute monarchy idea, add 3 military to add 3 unrest to Polish cities and 5 rebels in 1 affected area. You gain 1 military, or let the foreigners mediate. Poland gains 1 diplomacy but loses 2 military cubes, and the absolute monarchy idea, if they have it, you gain 1 diplomacy. And it also comes with a Polish king who is pretty bad compared to the guy that we have here. So maybe we don't have to take him. We have the Mississippi bubble. Issue more paper notes. France must pay ducats equal to half of their tax income. All player realms adjacent to France may remove 1 loan from their treasury, or let the bubble burst. France loses 2 victory points and 2 stability, gains 3 unrest, and must discard all their colonists from the pool. That is terrible. And it also gives a new leader, which is also not too hot. But France is controlled by a bot, so obviously they don't get that leader. And then we have the disrupted succession. Pick an independent realm with 1 or more marriages on it and flip these to their disputed side. War of succession, take a free declare war action targeting only that realm. Gain 2 military cubes upon declaration of war if the target is adjacent to your realm. Or support for a local noble, lose 2 victory points and gain 4 cubes in the chosen realm if it is a non-player realm. Interesting, it triggers the 7 Years' War, and we also activate a couple of guys here. And then we can take a look at the 7 Years' War, the upcoming power struggle. So the battleground countries are Westphalia, Lower Saxony, Saxony, Pomerania, Prussia, Wielkopolska, Bohemia, and Portugal. So Wielkopolska is here. Then we got, this is Bohemia, Saxony and Lower Saxony, Westphalia. And I think that's it. Oh, and Pomerania is up here. Prussia over there. But not Brandenburg. Interesting. And then it says players score 2 victory points for each distant trade node where they are the only player in to have adjacent cities, and 2 for each distant trade node where they are the only player realm with adjacent ships. So that can also give you quite a few points. Now generally I was already thinking about a couple of changes, house rules that I might want to do. But I thought, okay, I'm going to play this game to the end following the standard rules, but there is one thing that I will actually change, and that is the military bot flowchart. There is one thing that I really don't like, and that is the fact, let me see if I can find that. Yeah, there we go. So if we go to the military actions, which is here, it checks if he's at war, and if he's not at war, it is determined which country will be the target of a declaration of war. And here is the thing. He checks first if he has any claims. And if he does, then he's going to declare war possibly on one of these claims if he rolls the matching number. And what I want to do is, and then if he does not have a claim, he checks, or if he doesn't have a matching number, he checks for an active power struggle area. And I want to turn this around. So if there is an active power struggle area, he will attack that area. If that's not the case, he's going to check if he has a claim. And if he does not have a claim, then if there is an upcoming power struggle or battleground country adjacent to him, he rolls a die, and on a 1 to 3 he's going to attack this upcoming country. And if he does not, if he rolls a 4 to 6, then he goes to all these diplomacy target charts. So that should kind of bring the focus a little more on these power struggle countries, which for me makes a ton of sense, because human player would probably more play in these areas instead of, I don't know, attacking Tunisia or stuff like that. Right? That, I mean, yeah, we've seen that. Or, I don't know, there was a power struggle in Serbia, and the Turks declared war on a single city here. I mean, these kind of things, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And I think that a change could help there. And that's a pretty easy thing. I'm pretty sure that will not destroy the game balance or anything. On the contrary, I think it will make things more interesting. So the Turks are the first player, and they are controlled by a bot. So I will draw a bot card. And they're going to check if there is any unrest. First, they're going to simply pay a cube, discard a diplomacy card. And now let's see if we got unrest somewhere. Yes, we do. Here. And that's it. So I think, I'm not quite sure if we have to pay additional cubes or if we simply can fix the unrest. Forgot that. Yeah, no, we can simply fix it. So we're going to flip these two in Transylvania. And that's all that happened. Nice. And let's see what the other bot does. Oh, we got another unrest here. So they don't have any. So they're going to focus. Oh, wait a minute. That's not... I was still with Austria. It is of... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, damn. They are actually under attack. I forgot that. This bot is under attack because we have here a rebel town. So I'm going to fix that. We might see some war in this round. A lot of armies were hired. The Spanish hired units here and also improved their army that they're going to then move over here via naval bridge to attack down here the, well, I guess that's the Incan Empire. Then we have England also hiring an army over here. They're also planning to bring the army back here from New England. And then they're going to attack possibly maybe areas here in Westphalia. Yeah, I'm probably Westphalia because we have the 7 Years' War now coming up, and that will bring us quite a few points. Maybe also Saxony, I'm not sure, but there's a lot of points to gain in these areas. The Austrians also hired an army. They were not sure if they wanted to... Well, actually, no, that's not true. They didn't hire an army, but they were also planning to go to war. Their idea was to attack probably Bohemia, also a battleground country. And therefore, they have a claim here now, but they fabricated a claim. But the Poles hired an army to kind of defend themselves here. So a lot of preparations going on here. So again, we're around the table. The Turks declared war on Croatia and Bosnia, and they defeated their army. Here is still kind of this, everybody's waiting to see what the others are planning to do. The Austrians actually fabricated a claim here in Saxony, so maybe they will avoid a confrontation here. But on the other hand, maybe they can also play this event card of the Poles, and there's this one here, let the foreigners mediate, which means the Poles would lose 2 military cubes, and they only have 2 left here. So maybe if we do that, that might be an interesting choice. And maybe then we get a chance to actually attack here. And the other option is not that much better for the Poles. That would give them a lot of unrest and also rebels. And I would gain another military cube. So yeah, maybe there is actually a way that the Austrians can take advantage of this silent Sejm card. I don't know what that Sejm or Sejm, I don't know what that means. Is that a king? Maybe that's the word for king or something. I don't know what that means. Okay. Anyway, apart from that, not too much happened here. The French got rid of their unrest of this. They liberated Limousin from the rebels here. Okay, and once more around the table. The Turks sieged all the provinces in Croatia and Bosnia. The French they wanted to do a colonization action. I think I made a mistake by placing the colony here because you need a chain of ships. I'm not sure, maybe that came from a card, so I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna leave it here now. I think that was a mistake, but that, okay, I mean, yeah, okay. Eventually we're gonna have that chain, I guess. The thing now is that because they have so many colonists in the pool, they will try to colonize, and therefore the bot tries to build that chain, but that takes time. They're gonna need a guy here in the Indian Ocean, in the East African coast. They're gonna need a guy in the Indian Ocean, a ship, and then they have that chain, and that will always take a colonize action that will cost 2 cubes. So it's kind of like, it's tricky. I mean, the bot is not terribly good in colonizing. That's at least what I think. Then the Spanish, they fabricated a claim here. Because this is an adjacent realm, that is to their realm, they can simply do it with a standard fabricate claim action, and they did not have to explore. The English moved their army into Lower Saxony. They have now a fairly big army there. And their plan is to attack Westphalia. They already have a claim there. The Austrians declared war on Saxony, got a claim, so that was okay. And yeah, we see now the 7 Years' War starting. And the Poles, they did a trade action. They wanted to get more money to be able to incorporate Lithuania with a subjugate action. And so they traded. They only got $5 from iron from Wien, but at least something. So they spent a cube. So in the end, they only got $2 out of this action. But they also managed to delay a little bit because they want to see how the things develop here, so that they don't get into trouble there. And also when it comes to this card, which this is a nasty card, and yeah, they're gonna have to deal with that eventually. So the Turks have already spent most of their bot power, so therefore they pick an event, and they pick the disputed succession. An independent realm with a marriage on it, and flip these to the disputed succession side. The only one I can find is this one here. And now we'll see what the rules for the bot tell us here. So because this royal marriage doesn't affect the bot in any way, it's not adjacent, nothing, he will choose option B, support for local noble, lose 2 victory points and gain 4 cubes in the chosen realm if it is a non-player realm. Okay, that's an interesting thing. So he's giving away glory points. I really did not expect that, but that's what the rules seem to suggest here. Own a royal marriage, then adjacent option B if no own or adjacent royal marriage, or the target is invalid. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. So then we gain 4 cubes there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove 3 cubes from the Spanish and the English cube, just to make things a little even, because there was no room left for cubes. So that means that I can remove some if if a card allows me to place cubes. So then the Turkish have now huge influence in the Netherlands. That's a little odd. Okay. But it brings a bit of color into this area. And that's it. And then the 7 Years' War is triggered. So now this is placed here. And we're going to see next the Napoleonic Wars. We'll get into this later. So, then we do the auto-resolution for all these other things here. The expansion of Portugal and the Mamelukes. We're going to see a pirate, and we're going to see the circular guys taking a hit. So, oh, we gotta exchange that guy here. That's important. I hope I didn't miss that. No, we got a king here. I gotta make sure that I have a king here before I can declare war on Westphalia. So this guy dies, and ooh, we see Leopold I dying. Okay, good that we declared a war before he died. Now we got to check if we have. Yeah, we got a possible replacement, but this is not great. We don't have a great leader here, so we'll see what we can do with that. Maybe someone will show up this round. And down here, nobody. This guy dies. The Polish general dies. That's an interesting aspect. Maybe now, if that would have happened earlier, maybe the Austrians then would have attacked the army in Bohemia. But I don't know. I mean, it's would have brought great losses. Okay. So the Spanish declare now war against the Incas. So there we go. And we attack this first area here. And this is now doubled because it's a distant province. So that means this has a strength of 2 and this has a strength of 4. So they will defend with 6 people, right? I'm gonna take these into my army here. And oh, by the way, I can move now this army here. I forgot about that. And I can move them right here with one action, and then I can move in here and attack because these are just 2 spaces. So therefore, yeah, that's how I got there. And so I wonder if I want a general. I mean, you know, I think maybe that makes sense. I'm not in such a great shape, so yeah, you know, I think I want to. And this guy gives me 2 cannons. This gives me 2 standard guys. I'm not sure which one. I mean, this one is probably better, but it's also a good leader in case this guy should die, which is unlikely, but this would be a much better leader. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy, I guess, and I'm gonna spend another military cube. I don't want to get screwed by the Incas here. So let's see if they have a general. So we're going to draw a card. And they actually do. Wow. Okay. Thomas is fighting for the Incas. So let's see. So we attack. That means we got 2 blue dice and 3 of the others. And yeah, it's quite a force. We gotta beat 6 guys. So let's go on. Okay, that was very, very strong. That was already 5 hits, and we did a wound to the enemy general. I don't know if that's going to be important, but that's a pretty good start. So they're going to fight back, and they have these dice. Okay, they got 5 of the standard dice. Oh man, that's not good. But okay, it's only 3 hits, but my general also takes a wound. That's not good. So I'm gonna lose 3 units. Oh boy, that's tough. I'm not even sure, you know, I actually think I'm gonna give away a cavalry because, yeah, that's painful, but I think I wanna do that. So 3 units go away, oh boy. But okay, I managed to, I destroy 5 of them. So now they only have 1 left, which is good. And of course we're going to continue our attack. And I managed to destroy the last unit. And they will fight back. Okay, and they destroyed also another unit of mine. So that was a costly endeavor. That wasn't great. But okay, at least we destroyed the army here. But if we want to move on, you know, we got to fight again 6 units in Cuzco. So this isn't easy. This is not easy at all. I still got a lot of cash, so I might consider hiring a few more units. I can do this. I got these guys here, so I could, but this is kind of sucks. It really sucks. I don't know if I can continue the war with these guys. I only have 5 guys left, so maybe not. I think I was wrong. I should not have taken that last one because I think that they will retreat. I'm pretty sure about that. They simply retreat. So they have, wait a minute, they got 1 unit left. They're going to retreat into Cuzco. And that last round of fighting should not have happened. I'm not sure if they keep the general. I don't think so, to be honest. I think the general goes away for them. Okay, so that's that. And let's go to the English. So the English will now declare war on Westphalia, and on all of these guys here, Münster, Kleve, Köln, not Frankfurt and not Trier. We don't want trouble with, well, maybe we could do Trier. I'm not sure if the French will react on that. I wonder if the bot sees an attack, if one of his allies is attacked. This is something I'm gonna check. No, I don't think so. I don't think the bot will see this as an attack. So I'm gonna also attack Trier, and I'm not gonna attack Frankfurt. I don't want to get into trouble with the Austrians. So yeah, we're gonna see quite a bit of war going on in this turn, and we're going to move in here, and that means we got to fight 1, 2, 3, 4 enemy units. So do I want a general? I don't have a general. I could, before I do this, I'm actually gonna have to throw in my my ruler here. You know, maybe I'm actually gonna send my ruler into the battle. Yeah, I will do this. Okay, so my interregnum ended, and I'm gonna send my ruler into the battle. Just to prove himself, you know, a new ruler has to get some respect. So we're gonna attack, and we're gonna check if they have a ruler, if they have a general, and they don't. So that helps. So we're gonna attack here. Okay, that is enough to destroy the enemy army. They're gonna fight back. And they did 1 damage. That was okay. Okay, cool. So that was pretty successful, I would say. This is part of the Holy Roman Empire, and they sent a call to arms, but yeah, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to see wait a second. Maybe there is something here with call to arms. Let me check that. This is kind of interesting. I don't think so. I don't find anything here when it comes to that. I don't think that he can get involved in this war, the bot. The Austrians, they decline the defending of the empire option. That brings the imperial authority to 0, but the empire is gone anyway after after this turn. I'm pretty sure about that. So therefore, fuck it. Okay. And now, well, maybe Bavaria survives as last part of the empire. That is something that is possible. That's kind of cool. Then the Austrians will attack Saxony. I mean, they already declared war against Saxony. So now they're going to march in, and these are 3 units fighting there. So first I got to see if I have a leader, and yeah, I do. So I might... Do I... Yeah, okay. I'm not quite sure which one is... I mean, this is a better leader, obviously. But I could use this card too. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with that card. Yeah, let's bring this card in here. That is Raimondo, the new emperor, or the new king of Austria. And obviously he also has something to prove, so he's also going to lead the troops. And we see, whoa, holy buckets. The Saxons have an empire, Louis. 3 calf dice. Wow. That's tough. Oops. So let's attack. I gotta find that last die. God damn it. Okay, so let's do the attack. That was successful, and that was enough to destroy the enemy's army. But they got 3 calf dice. I mean, okay, they only had 3 units, so... Oh, man. So 2 hits. Not good. But okay. At least we managed to destroy the Saxon army. I assume that this cube goes away, my influence cube. Okay, so that's that. So the Poles spent, I think, 2 cubes and $24 on a massive diplomatic offensive, charming offensive to persuade Lithuania to join their powerful empire. And I guess if nothing goes terribly wrong, that's what we're going to see in the next turn then, with a subjugate card from Poland. So this turn brought big changes on the map. England controls nearly all Westphalia, not quite. Frankfurt. Oh, actually, I think I also declared war on Trier. So I'm not. I think this is simply now removed, although I'm not quite sure. And we have another city under control here. I don't know if I actually, but I think I at least wanted to do this. Yeah, no, I think that it should be like that. And the Austrians sieged Saxony, all the areas, the provinces of Saxony, and the biggest thing is now Poland has become an incredible power. They played their subjugation card, and now they incorporated or annexed Lithuania, and this is now a huge behemoth in the east of Europe and also in the north, as you can see here. So yeah, and also vassalized Brandenburg, they control Stettin. What an amazing empire that is. The Spanish have sieged Cuzco. I don't know if they still have the endurance to continue their way here. No, not Cuzco, it was Quito, I think. And I don't know if they can still continue their task over there. They're running out of troops, and well, it's quite an enemy. So I don't know if they can still go on. Maybe they can try. And I think this was it then for this turn. The French bot spent tons of cubes to establish a connection, an overseas connection to the Far East. Every ship he placed cost him 2 cubes. That's pretty crazy. But now he managed to do it, but now his turn is over. So, or basically he won't do. I think he will not continue anymore, except he gets quite a few cubes. So they're gonna go for an event, and let's see which one that is. That's the 6. That might be their own event. Yeah, is an own event revealed? Yes. So this is the Mississippi bubble. That means they get an additional cube. And we're gonna check what they will actually do here. Okay, that's a strange one. Because the card says issue more paper notes, France must pay ducats equal to half of their tax income, which is massive. I mean, that's a big, big loss. Or here France loses 2 glory points and 2 stability, gains 3 unrest, and must discard all their guys from the colonist pool. Another really bad one. But what's interesting is it's just the rules here say France loses simply 2 cubes and another bot gains 1. So that's what we do. We give the Turks 1 cube, but they already have passed, by the way. So they're not going to act anymore. And the French lost 2 cubes. And that's all what happens here, which is... Yeah, I think it does not really reflect the horrifying effects of that card sufficiently. But I'm going to accept that for now. So I guess the French were lucky. And yeah, definitely could have been worse for them. And the card goes away. Okay, and okay. The Spanish played a man of the church and brought a cardinal into the curia, and now finally the Austrians do not control this anymore. The English did a trade action, managed to trade livestock in the North Sea for $7. Not a bad deal, although not terrific, but it's solid. And the Austrians declared war against Bavaria, or the whole area, Bavaria and Swabia. They have a claim there, and they need more manpower. They need to grow. They're simply too small. So yeah, they did that, although it's part of the empire, and it doesn't really help them terribly much. But, you know, they gain additional... they will eventually gain additional cities, and so therefore I think it makes sense for them to do it. It's not going to be that easy. I hope they can win this. I mean, these guys have 6 troops. Maybe I was too confident there. Actually, I think I'm not going to march in right away. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to spend a cube to refresh 3 of my units. And then I take my free hire action to bring 3 units in here, which costs me $6. But I think that might be necessary. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I can deal with the Bavarian army. Spanish take an event, the Silent Sejm. The reason why the Poles didn't do it is because it comes with a terrible leader, and the Poles have a really good leader. So if they pick this event, they're gonna have to take that new leader, and they don't want that. So we can now choose. I think I want a military cube. So I'm gonna do Intimidate the Szlachta. Poland may pay 3 admin, which they don't have, to research the absolute monarchy idea, add 3 unrest to Polish cities, and 5 in one affected area. You gain 1 military cube. Okay, so I can choose where that's going to be. And, you know, actually I think it makes sense to do it somewhere back here, because the troops are far away, and, you know, also kind of like... I don't know if that makes a big difference. I'm going to do it like this, possibly. And then I'm going to add 5 rebel units in one of these areas. And, you know, I'm actually going to do it here. It's really far away, and the Poles have to spend a couple of cubes to get there. Or they hire a new army, but I don't think they have the money and the manpower to do that. So therefore, this is bad for Poland. That will keep them busy a little. Okay, and the ruler goes away. We're coming to the end of this round. The French have passed. I don't know if I already mentioned that. The Spanish, they played the event, and now a new event for them showed up there, so they were unlucky here. England, they... Let me think, what did these guys do? They built a couple of extra ships here in the Eastern Atlantic. Their goal is to do still some exploration, maybe here in South America. We have an event here, Captain Jenkins' Ear, that will allow them to do that. The Austrians, they researched the absolute monarchy, and so basically that says gain stability each time you enforce a peace upon an opponent in a peace resolution. During phase 4, if you have positive stability, gain 2 cubes of any type and 1 victory point. And then it says instant effect, lose 1 stability and gain 2 cubes, and draw any display card from the discards. So they are down to 0 stability again, but it's not going to be too hard to gain 1 more. And They drew the Man of the Church card, which will allow them to kind of reclaim control over the Papal Curia. And they received 2 military cubes, which should be then enough to conquer Bavaria. The Poles are in trouble. They do not want to move away from here. They don't want a war with Poland. So they cannot really go with Austria. There is definitely this risk here. So they do not want to move over here, and they also don't have enough. I'm not even sure if they have enough cubes to do that. Well, they could still get one more by shifting the focus, and then it would be enough. But it still seems like, it's a very expensive thing to do. So they got now these rebels here. They got the problems here. That's not really good. I'm not sure. Or do I want to do it? You know, maybe I'm going to shift the... Maybe I can delay things a bit, but I really don't know. There's a good chance that the Austrians will attack here as soon as I leave and take areas from Bohemia back. Simply also, this is a battleground region of the 7 Years' War. So that sucks. I cannot really risk that, and I think I probably simply will pass and accept the rebellion over there and deal with it next turn. Pick an event, cost them $2. It is their own event. Captain Jenkins' Year. And it says the Anson's expedition. England may disband a light ship on a distant continent to take 2 explore actions and place a claim on any distant area with an opponent's claim or city. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to disband this ship here, which is a bit painful, but okay. And that allows me now to take 2, I guess these are free explore actions, I assume. I mean, otherwise that, yeah, I guess that means free explore actions. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to move my ship with an explore action. You get also naval movement. I'm going to move here to South America or to the southwestern Atlantic. And then we're going to roll a die and we'll see what happens. So this is the first one. That's a 2. Okay. That's okay. I could choose the Great Plains. I think I'm going to take Rio de Janeiro. So that gives me a claim here. And then I get another action. And that's another 2. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Great Plains. I'm adjacent, so I can pick that. And that's it. Yeah, that was pretty good, I guess. And I can actually place another claim. Do I want that? I mean, I could. I think there is no problem in doing this. Maybe I can simply place it here on La Plata. And I think there can be 2 claims on the same region. I don't see a reason why not. So let's do that. And then I have to take the ruler, and it's a good one. George II, 223. Not bad. By the way, the Poles can score 3 points for marching on 2+ provinces in an area that was not adjacent by land to a realm at the start of the game. That would be Svealand. So that gives them 3 points. Okay, now the Austrians will finally attack Bavaria. So they're going to move down here. And that means they got to fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, an army of 6 guys. And we'll see if they have a no. Luckily for the Austrians, they don't have a general. The Austrians gonna use Raimondo as their general again. So they got 5 dice. And that was, well, 3 hits. So that means only 3 remain in the enemy army, but it's still a lot. And they fight back and we take 2 losses. So that means now the enemy army has 3 guys left. And we do another attack. Okay, that is not... yeah, that's enough. Obviously, that's enough. And now the enemy fights back. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was bad. So that means we lose nearly all our army, the cavalry. Terrible. That was really, really painful. That was terribly bad. So the Bavarians fought bravely. They lost the battle, but yeah, that didn't work out that great for Austria. Well, you know what I'm actually thinking about? I think I'm gonna give away my other cavalry. Oh, it should be, actually this should go here. But I took it from here, yeah. I threw them all in here anyway, so I kind of try to fix that. I think it should be like that. But the thing is now, I want to take my cavalry because, I want to take the infantry because the cav only has half the siege value. So that would really suck. So therefore, if I have my full siege value, I might be able to get at least most of these cities. Maybe I should not have attacked all the area, right? Maybe that was just a waste. Maybe it would have been more clever to just attack the Bavarians or something. But okay, it's too late for that now. That was not too good. I realized that the Poles didn't take an event yet, so I'm going to grab this one here, the Tulip period. Strengthen army traditions. Ottomans may pay 2 cubes, or 2 admin and 2 diplomacy, to either research a military idea or to gain 2 military and remove 3 unrest. You gain 1 military. So the question is basically, do I want a military or a diplomacy? I'm leaning toward the military, so I'm going to do that. Then maybe I might actually consider still fighting these guys. I'm not sure, but it might be an option. So let's yeah, I think this is what I want to do. 2, 1, 2. I could do that. Ottoman bot pays 4 points to research a military idea. So I'm going to place a marker here, the serfdom. This is the last one they didn't have yet. And, well, that doesn't really help them over there, but... okay, so they get 2 more points and the Austrians get 1 point. Okay, and that's that. Oops, okay. The Spanish colonized down here in La Plata, so there's still the English claim, but I don't know if that has any consequences. The English would have loved to attack Austria now that they are weakened so badly, but they don't have a claim in Austrian territory and they don't have enough time to fabricate a claim. So what they did instead is they did a trade action, and they were lucky. They drew the cloth here in the English Channel, and it's an expanded trade node. So they made 14 bucks out of that. That was great. That will help them next turn to increase their naval power, and maybe at the end of the game they might even be kind of a relatively impressive naval empire. Maybe they can improve a bit. So then the Austrians, they sieged 3 cities, Regensburg, Landshut, München in Bavaria, and the Poles, they actually raised an army. They had to take a loan for that, and it was a bit painful, but they want to get rid of these guys here. So that means we're gonna have to fight here now, and I'm gonna assign Jan the Third. He gives us 3 calf dice. Let's see if the rebels have a general, and they do not, which helps a lot. So yeah, we got these 3 cavalry dice. We only have a single cavalry. We didn't have that much money, so but let's hope this works out now. Okay, so we do 4 damage, so only one of these guys will survive, and they fight back. Yeah, okay. So we take a wound, which is not good. I really hope I'm not getting killed here. That would be terrible. This is a really good leader. Oh, actually these guys go here. I often do that wrong and put them back into the trays instead of bringing them to exhausted. Okay, so then we attack again, and that was a success, of course. The last guy is killed, and let's hope he doesn't do again. They don't hit my guy again, and this time they don't. They just do 1 more damage. Okay, so I mean the army was hurt pretty badly, but that was not so terrible for me. My leader survived, and these guys were killed, so we got rid of that problem. And that gives me back a cube. Okay, so now everyone except Austria passed. They're gonna take now the last event card here, Nueva Planta Decrease. Oh, that gives them actually the 4 bucks here. And so they got the chance. Bourbon rule. Castile, Spain may research the absolute monarchy idea for free. If so, add 4 to their unrest to their cities in Naples, Sicily, or Aragon, and place 4 rebels in one affected area. Castile gains stability if allied to France and loses if not. Or Castile, Spain loses 3 glory points and must reject Felipe V. Yeah, that's a tough choice. I mean, both give nothing to Austria. So what is better? I mean, they have now this 1-1-1 leader, which is terrible. That cripples them quite a bit. But this guy is not that much better. I mean, gives them 2 more cubes basically, and that's all. So he's not extraordinarily good or something. So, but if I pick the first one, they get a lot of trouble. 4 unrest, 4 rebels. I think I'm going to go with the first option here, the Bourbon rule. but it gives them a free idea. On the other hand, I already have my token there, so I get a point from that too. So maybe I'm okay with that. So I was just double checking the meaning display card. I think it was something from the discards, but that is not true. Display cards are the cards containing this symbol here. So that means the Spanish took the man of the church last time from an event. That was illegal. So therefore I am kind of, they should also get back 2 bucks. And a cube. Yeah, they could not have gotten this card, and therefore they could not have played it. And now they've chosen another card instead. And okay, now let's see. Yeah, the absolute monarchy, exactly. We did that. And I took 2 military cubes and a display card. That is what you get. This is an instant effect here. And then we can, we got to add 4 unrest, Naples, Sicily, or Aragon. I don't know. I mean, maybe here, maybe 2 here. I'm not sure, and another one here. And then 4 rebels in 1 affected area. I mean, yeah, maybe Naples. That's painful. That's a problem for the Spanish. Gotta make sure that I don't mix this up with the pirates there. They're not allied to France, so that means they lose an additional stability. So they lose 1 from the absolute monarchy and then another one here. So that was pretty bad for them, but they can now simply take Philippe V. Going through the end of turn routine, did a lot of stuff here. Some players gained a ton of cubes. The Austrians have 3 advisors with the 3 abilities, so they get a lot, but they have a very bad monarch, so it kind of evens out a little. The Spanish also have a ton. I mean, many of them have a lot of pretty impressive here. And then the Spanish scored El Dorado. Ono vassalized 3 of Mexico, Central America, Cusco or Caracas. They have that. That gives them 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by the way, the Austrians scored again 3 points for controlling the papacy. So gain 2 military or 2 colonists. I do not have, I don't know, the problem is I do not have a claim anywhere. I could sacrifice 2 points. I don't want 30 bucks. The thing is, I already have like 40, 50 bucks. I had actually corruption going on because I had that much, so I had to take a loan here, but that's the penalty for corruption, so I'm not gonna take more money. I mean, I could. Then I had 80 bucks. Would that be hot? I don't know. It's pretty insane. Would take me 2 life points, and I had to take 2 loans. Do I want to do that? I mean, I could build massive fleets and all with 80 bucks. That's an interesting question, actually. Okay, so I'm really considering doing this. It's a lot of cash, and I'm in the lead with victory points, so I think I can afford that. I'm going to take the 2. I'm going to take... I don't really want to spend my cubes, but I think I want to spend... I want to take 2 loans. I can easily repay them. Of course, that would cost me nearly half of that. Or I spend the 2 cubes and really go all in on that. You know, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend the 2 admin and take the 30 bucks. It is a bit crazy, but I cannot colonize at the moment anyway. And by the way, I get 2 colonists. I'm going to take these 2, I guess. But right now I cannot colonize anyway, so I might as well take the admin. But that gives me 30 bucks. This is insane. And I can build a massive fleet, you know, and we'll see what that gives us. But it's cool to have that much money. Just realized I forgot the events here from the last card, from the last event cards, the attrition. And I got to spread now the revolution. So we got now revolutionary ideas, which is very similar to religion. So they also can spread and all that. And if there are no revolutionary ideas, place in 2 player capital areas. Okay. Auto resolution as above. If no, place in the capital of 2 players with the lowest stability. Okay, let's do that. So we got... Does that remove faith tokens? I gotta check that. Maybe it does. Okay, this is placed on top of the faith tokens. And if this is removed, then the faith underneath is then shown again. So the lowest stability is... It is Spain. So we got one here. And that means we have a religious descent there, I guess. Yeah. So that means we got to flip these. And I got to roll for that. And then it's... well, let's see, the Poles or the English. Oh, wait a minute, where was the... Is it done alphabetically? The auto resolution for that. God. Decide randomly. Okay, so we got to roll. English is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the English get 1. Here. And they also do not, so we're going to do this. Then we got to roll for these 2. The English, nothing. The Spanish, oh, nice, goes away. Perfect. So, but we're going to have to deal with that, of course. Now we have the 7 Years' War. So we got Westphalia. Let's start. Okay, let's see. Where is that? I think it's at the very end. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's kick it off here. Westphalia is here. So we got... Oh, by the way, I realized that the French actually would have accepted a call to arms from these guys when they were attacked. So therefore I decided not to do it. So I didn't take that city. So, okay, let's see. So that's 3 points for England. And they are the only player there. So that's another point. And the Austrians and the French get a point for having an alliance there. Then it's Lower Saxony. That's another 3 points for the English. And they get another one because they're the only one in there. That's that. Next, Pomerania. 1 point for Poland. And another one. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire is gone, by the way. I mean, maybe this, I think Augsburg and Switzerland. So it's not really gone, but there's very little going on anymore. We have, obviously, the imperial authority is at 0 at that point. And Prussia. Okay, now Prussia is completely under control of Poland. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points plus 1. So that's 5 more points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Interesting. That gives Poland quite a boost. Wielkopolska. That's another 4 points there. And another one. 1, 2, 3, 65. Ugh. Bohemia, more points for Poland. 6 points for Poland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Incredibly, Poland is the big winner of that 7 Years' War. Portugal, well, that's 3 points for Spain. Okay, so Poland now really catched up with Turkey, and they are bigger than Turkey. So I guess at that point, Poland would be probably in 3rd. I mean, the Austrians are now recovering because they have now gained quite a few new provinces, which are worth points at the end of the game. Players score 2 points for each distant trade nodes, where they are the only player to have adjacent cities, and 2 for each distant trade node, where they are the only player with adjacent ships. Okay, so let's see. The French are the only ones here in India, so that's 2 points. The French, I guess they get, wow, I think they actually get, I give them these points for this one, although I'm not quite sure this is legal. That gives them 4 points. Do they get that doubled? Yeah, they're the only one with a ship there. So I think they actually get 8 points for being the only guys active in the Far East. This is crazy. 63. But I think they are the only ones. They get the one for the ship. And this is adjacent to China and Japan and to the East Indies. So I guess they get 4 points for this. 8 points. And then, let's see. Here, the Spanish get 2 points. South America. And also for Africa. They are the only ones to have colonies there. And I think this is it. Okay, so now last, England. They scored quite a few points for the war, but these distant trade nodes, they gave a big boost to France. Okay, that's it. And the last one is then the Napoleonic Wars. Now I'm basically done with this turn. I just have to do a few more things. And yeah, so hope to see you on the next video. Bye.